Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that equips leaders and entrepreneurs to achieve their greatest potential. This show is sponsored by Current Leadership Coaching, and they help entrepreneurs excel as leaders so they can create super teams. Find out more about them at currentleadershipcoaching.com. Hey, hope you're having a great day today. And today, we're still talking about motivation. Specifically, how motivation and fairness can become a challenge if you aren't careful. So yesterday we talked about the secret of motivation. And if you follow the steps laid out in episode 779, you will know exactly what motivates each team member and your team as a whole. However, one challenge that often comes up is the matter of motivation and fairness. You see, each of your team members have identified what motivates them the most. And when you begin to use these different motivational tools, you keep your entire team motivated. However, certain team members will start to get jealous that you're rewarding and or motivating other team members differently, even though they are getting exactly what they told you what motivates them the most. For instance, one team member may have told you that they're motivated the most by being publicly recognized and rewarded for a job well done, while another team member may have told you that they're motivated by having time off. So you could probably already see where this is going. You reward one of the team members publicly and recognize them for a job well done, and you give the other team member a half a day off. It's only a matter of time before somebody raises the old fairness flag and says that they want what the other person is getting, even though you're using the motivational tool they identified as their top motivator. It may actually demotivate them now to this point. And they're going to tell you that it's not fair. And you know what? They are absolutely correct. It's not fair because you're motivating people by using different tools. However, lack of fairness isn't always a bad thing, especially when you're giving your people exactly what they want. So this is when you need to have a really good conversation with the individual that complained about lack of fairness and explain to them that you're giving them exactly what they said they wanted. And if they would rather get a half a day off, you'll consider that in the future. However, be sure to remind them about the discussion that you had with them and about what motivated them the most. Because that little bit may be enough to remind them that, yeah, they told you exactly what motivates them the most. Another thing that you should do is have a team meeting shortly after you hear any rumblings about lack of fairness in your motivational practices. Explain to the team what you are doing and have an open discussion about it. Get their feedback and ensure that they know that they can speak freely here. You see, motivation's a tricky thing at times, and the larger your team, the more intricate it can be. However, the smaller your team, the more obvious each motivational tool is, and the talk of fairness may come up quicker. A recommendation that I usually make is to have open team discussions frequently to see if your motivational approach is adequately working. Of course, the clearest way to see if your motivational tools are working is to look at production. Production should clearly show if your motivational tools are working or not. If you don't see any change in attitudes, morale, or motivation, well, it may be time to go back to the drawing board and back to questioning again. But this time, stick with one-on-one conversations to get to the root of the challenge. The bottom line is you need to figure out what truly motivates each individual on your team. Hey, that's it for today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Be sure to join us tomorrow as we talk about the secret of motivating your virtual teams. Until then, run to your challenges.